same size grab rather than the cross grab. And we were bringing this in and we're pulling here. I'm taking a little step forward to angle my body into the right direction to bring this in and forwards. Okay, and rather than bringing my hand in here and grabbing and taking down, we're trying to get it so that it's one movement as we do this little step, and I'm going to turn the hips all the way around and face pretty much over in that direction. But as I do that, his body's coming in so that I can get into that position. If his body dips, okay, so it's the movement of my hips and my legs that are doing all the work rather than anything this is doing. Okay? So when you get that, we're pulling here, we're trying to get it all in that one movement and getting our hips flowing through the movement to get him travelling in that direction. Okay. So the quickest way to isolate this and start to do anything with it is just to hold it here. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to hold his arm here. I've got an arm here, he's got his arm here, and I've got my thumb and middle finger holding just behind his elbow joint there. Okay, in that nice dip there. Which by itself doesn't really do much because he's now still free to punch with the other hand. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure we angle this elbow so that we're pushing upwards towards his neck. Okay, this is not a restraint technique, it's not a control of any sort of kind. It's give myself a second maybe. Okay, before we move into the next thing we're going to do. Okay, so we lock into that position, we push up in towards his neck, so all his weight goes onto that other foot, is really where we're after. Okay, so from the top here, grab, we pull, he doesn't go anywhere, and so we grab it here and we push it up. Okay, are we happy? Brilliant. Pushing up here, he's heading in that direction. So we're going to take him in the direction of least resistance, and we're going to take him over the top. Okay, pull him across. Get that hand out. There we go. Are we happy? Brilliant. It's going to have one of two instant reactions, and we're going to cover both of them. Is either it's going to lock up solid, okay, or it's going to take it away, but we'll cover that in a second. So he locks up solid. So from here, I've now got this solid bit. It's not going to go anywhere, and you can start clumping with the other hand. So, as soon as you feel that tension, there's no point in trying to start forcing in here and start trying to get straight arm locks. It's never going to work. So from here, all we're going to do is we're going to keep this grip we've got, and we're going to take a step back with this leg. And as we take a step back with this leg, we're going to pull him with us. Okay? If we pull it downwards, he's always going to step with that leg. Okay, and if I'm here, it's difficult for him to step with the other one, because what we want is him to step forward with this leg. Okay, so we give him a pull into here. We're then going to take our right foot and we're going to place it here behind his heel and just push with the knee. So he comes down, which is the important bit. Assuming that he's still within a certain amount of reach, as soon as he's pulled that out, there's no way I'm going to stop him doing it. Because if he's desperate to pull it out, either it's going to just tear it out of my grip, or it's going to send me flying over this direction, possibly into his fist or his head. So, rather than fight it, we're going to let it go wherever it needs to go, and we're just going to follow the movement. And so as he pulls it out, we're just going to come in here. Okay, so we're going to take elbow here, he pulls away, we just step in the direction of that, okay, and then I'm flying around here thinking, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm going to end up trying to get back to the skin. But once we're here, we just pull in here and stay nice and close to his back. Happy? Awesome. Harness.
Little finger, watch it. Little finger, watch it.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah, just come take. This is it. Come with the other hand just so you get the roll. Come with the other hand just so you get the roll. Okay. You all right with that? Come follow me. If you want black, you've got to learn to follow. Look. Come in here, Dad. That's what. Borrow your body a minute. Because you like me a lot. No. So just standard here like this, right? So again, the connection. You talk about connection. And he's actually got a gentle quality of touch, which is nice. But most people, yeah, there is a connection, but it's a connection. It's very easy to deal with things like that because it's just cool. That makes no difference to the next bit. So if I put my hand here like this, you would say, "Oh, you're doing Nikio," right? But here's the point. Nikio in the world could be, again, different ways of doing different, but there's a Nikio, okay? Done like that, nice and easy, off, works, yeah. Nikio like this.
Yeah, that's easier.
You can take your hand off now if you want.
I don't think I can.
Connection. The connection is the weird shit. And now, of course, he can stand up and punch me with the other hand.
Tick with your toe, but that's about it.
I'll make it easy for you, I'll move over it. But now he can stand up and he can hit me. But I'm still using, I have the quality of touch. Look, it's very, very gentle. It doesn't need to be. And again, actually, this energy, whatever you analyse it as, your thought processes, I don't know. I am not technically, just ain't. I just know it works. If I just follow your body. So, if I've taken the Ikkyo here, okay, I've taken it there, I've taken it to here, I've got him to there. Now I can, as earlier, I can keep him here and put a lock on there. He still ain't getting up. But if I want to be nice to him, can I make a suggestion, sir?
Yeah.
Turn your head the other way. Otherwise, you're going to get. You could potentially get a knee in the ear. Don't want to do that. But here again, I've no connection, particularly prior to now, to this here kind of thing. I'm connected all in here. But the thing is that I've just picked up and I've taken Ikkyo. I'm also healing now as well. By extending this feeling into my partner, I'm also performing a healing because I'm putting unconditional love through my partner. And here's the little tricksy thing, as it was taught by Mariana. You imagine dirty water coming up through and then flowing out through their fingers. This is the visualization of it. Sorry, well, it wasn't me. But if you imagine, and so you can actually, if you wave your arms about, it looks good. Out there like that, and then you've got this, and then you're very soft, and then you say to your I'm going to go up now. I'll bet just with one finger. Never say they can't, but it's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's difficult, and yet I'm only using, well now, one finger to hold him to the floor. I'm using no strength. This is just my connection and my drawing healing energy out through and saying to him, get up. The really tricksy one is when you put the energy on them. I can't guarantee this will work out, but you put the energy on them and you leave the energy on and you stand up and say, get up now. Is it?
It's time.
The angle comes in there. I'm going to block. I'm going to check the hand. Okay. The reason I check the hand is I can stop that. Okay. I'll block the stick and I can stop that from coming back or going back and coming back in. Okay. So it's there. I need to. This comes underneath. My left hand grabs her stick onto her wrist. I'm pushing down as I step back with my left and I push down with her stick here to eject and finish off. Okay, does everyone need to see that again? You do. Right. So as it comes in, we check, we block, we check, pull onto the stick as we hook underneath onto the wrist. Now you've got two, you've got them off balance, pull them in a little bit more, okay? Just slightly move, there. If you don't eject, if you don't want to reject the stick, here, then you've got 2 to play with. Okay? So, have a little couple of seconds more, well, a few more seconds with that one. Block, check, shoot my left hand over, bring my stick down towards my belt, or even take it out. Okay, from here, we just turn. I can follow through with a strike if I need to. So from here, you come in, we block, we check, shoot the left hand over, bring the stick down. If you need to, I can rotate out. And if I want to do the strike, I can disarm and strike at the same time. As much as we can. Okay, so it comes in, block, and check. Okay, as if you're going to do an uppercut, but as you do the uppercut, you hook the end of the stick over that stick. Can you see that? Okay, so from there, we rotate over and into Nikio. Yeah? Push down, and have to let go. If you don't, something's going to give. So he comes in. Sorry, there. Block, check. Uppercut, hook over. Okay? Here, into Nikio. I'm going to take my left foot back so I can get that strike in if I need to. There. I need to move my head off.
No, that's it. Reduce the light again.
Yeah,
That's it.
just
Kill
under
the
the
ball.
bowl.
That's what I do when I'm changing balls. Yeah? So I blocked here. I now take my stick and go for Laura's waist, and she blocks. From there, she's going to bring that stick back and go for my knee. I take a step back and block it down. Then I step back in and I go for the head shot. Now she comes into the waist, or the torso at least. Okay, I'm going to block. Now I'm going to go for the knee, and she's going to step back. So it's just 3 shots. And it's 1 for 1. Yeah? So once more. So Laura attacks. I block. Take my head off line. I attack now, and then she attacks. I block. Now I attack. She attacks. I attack. And we're back to the beginning of her attacking. Me, her, me, her, me. Not 5 yet. Let me get 3. Let me do Punyo. Okay?
So, do it again. You may well be familiar with this lock, I don't know.
Yes.
Good, yeah. So this is Udi Granny, arm entanglement. Right. Give yourself the space, this to come out. You okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And drop your knee on the floor. Bring this one round. You can just leave it there if you want to. Or you can be mean. I'm not mean, I'm just efficient. Okay? Feel that? Yeah. He's choking. Lift this one up. Right. We are the originators of bog off. Break one, get one free. Yeah? I'll take my leg back. This is where you've got to work carefully. Because if they've got flexible arms, it will snap. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Outside. So, we're going to finish with him yet. So we take him over. And he's to here. This foot, I'll break the elbow. I then come down to the side of his head. And I kneel down, and I've still got the shoe nagging. Feel that? Whoa, lovely. Okay, that is so excruciating. From here now, I'll fold my foot. I fold, and I sit. I bring him over into that position. I strike the kidneys all day long. Change hands. Oh shit, I'm bleeding a minute. Bring that up. Come over. Come round, guys. What I do now is turn my knee in. Thank you for the jiu-jitsu lesson. Oh, it blinked. Yeah, it works. I read it in the book, so it must be right. I saw it on YouTube last night. I was trying to work out what to do today. This is important. Feel that? Yeah. I've got his elbow and the wrist already locked. I 10 count to here. Right, little tip for you, especially as instructors. If the student hasn't got the confidence yet, and I've got my throw in, okay? So from here, I've got his arm, crack, kick, foot down. Right, ball, I'm still in this position, okay? Shihan. There's the lock, as soon as it like it. Follow the foot, sit back, and it brings him over. All the way we work together. Strike. Change your grip, keep the pressure on. I use my hand to come up over his head. I've got his forearm, if you come round, parallel to my shin. My legs at 90 degrees, I don't want it folding back, I want my strength. I want power and strength, okay? Power is better than strength. You can keep creating that all your life. Your strength starts to diminish. Okay, there's my lock. Release it. Come on. All I've done is I've gone bang. Here, I'll get that arch in his back. It's on straight away. I'll keep this here because now I can rotate and still have control. I'll come forward underneath. So I've got basically a variation of the Garami arm entanglement. I don't care how strong he is. Today you've got two little, I need it to be the eyes. What I don't do because there's no, they're not going to be up, they're not, I don't do it, I do this.
Because you know, because he went, well, something, but he went straight in. Yeah, straight in.
Yeah,
I know, you're responsible with it hard.
I'm okay.
so when I'm here, I'll bring him round the back, and I come through to here. And I'm now got a leash. Okay? You're not got a leash, I'm thank you. So I'm from here, just now. Bring it round the back. I'll lift, press, lift him down, the eye. Number one lock to set him up. Turn over, strike. Because you cut him a wash. As I bring him round, I turn as well. I go for Kodagish, he counters it. Now come round so you can see. I'm not changing my hand at all at this point. But my right hand now rotates like that. I'll take the fingers, they go that way as the hand comes the other way. Straight down and straight up. I'll pin it on my shoulder. If he comes all the way up, it doesn't matter because there I'm pushing back down again. And see what he does naturally, he puts his hand on the floor to save his face going into the ground. I'll stand on it. From there, use the elbow to roll him over. Lift, press, it puts the lock back on. This one now comes over. I'll put my knee on it, press them both out. I've got two wrist locks. Smack. Happy? Yes. So, you don't have to get up to this point. I'll bring him round the back and I change position as well. I go for a throw, he blocks it. I think, bloody hell. Trust me to pick someone that knows what they're doing. Rotate and it's this. Oh, it's collapsed. Never mind. Okay. No, really. Back up again. It's surprisingly powerful. It's a very unusual lock. Down, back off. From here, I lock. Put your hand down, thank you. Hand on, foot on his hand. Roll him over. Lift, press. Put the lock back on. I just lift, press. Fold that one in, into this position. Put my knee on it. So I've gone bang, here, up, straight down. Another variation, cut the wash. Okay, from here, 10 can. Take the other way, boom. Bear down, so where it starts to buckle in. But I need to lift and lift the palm. As I turn, these two are together. From here, yeah, I'm leaving that little spot again. But straight away, 10 can, all the way down. We know we can do all sorts to it, we're not interested yet.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do. I obviously need to be able to breathe, so I'm going to pluck and strike the groin at the same time. Okay. Plucking, strike at the same time. My elbow then is in a perfect position to take him into the chin. Okay. From here, I'm just going to step my feet together. Like a skip, take him through, kick him in the groin as well on the way down, too, but
I knew you were coming.
yeah. So he's attacking me from the side, front strike, elbow, hand on the shoulder, step in, kick, 1, 2, 4, that's it the other way round. Try it again, not that long. The other way round, front strike, elbow, hand on the shoulder. Happy?
Then that comes up. And I walked in.
Hand onto his shoulder then. Take him down.
This foot? Yeah. Or this foot. Racing and another training session.
Push that way.
Getting up again.
So you kind of have to do like a skip, so you skip like this.
I didn't.
Okay, so front kick, step round, hook kick, step in, and a block. Okay, I'm just going to go that far so far. There's 7 moves altogether, but we'll get there. So if I give you some pads, one kick, he's going to turn, yeah, I'm going to come in, block, he's going to do a punch, I'm going to step in, he's going to do a jump side kick.
You like the last two?
Happy? Add those 2 up then? Do all of these.
2, 3, 4. He steps in, you step back.
Okay. Oh, it is that. It's just literally is. Yeah, look, it's so cool when you're a kid. Like a professional. Like a pro. Didn't go my arse, that's good. It's hard, you know. Yeah, it still feels weird. I've got
Hop kick, I step in, rising block, reverse punch, okay, step in, he does jump side kick, he's now going to step across, and miss the pad, do it again,
No. Easier.
so front kick, hop kick, rising block, reverse punch, step in, jump side kick. He now turns around and does a crescent jump crescent kick, and then a jump flip kick. Okay? Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Just me, myself doing it.
Oh, okay.
Hey! No,
It is all about. As he's coming in, I go 1, 2, and I'm out.
Please be careful with the kick.
Yeah. Make sure it ends up here. Off you go. Yeah. It's a short. Yeah.
Very basic though.
This one isn't going to work, but for a tall person against a small person it is. But protocol number 2 doesn't work. That's fine. Go back to protocol 3 and we're going back to that one again. If it does work and he lets go, 1, 2, smash, and I'm away. And look how I'm away. He's coming in, strike. I can strike at the same time if I wish. And all I'm going to do is a little ashi barai and a little slap to the face, bang, same time. Now, if you wish to, that's totally up to you. If you wish to, it's totally up to you. It really depends on what the situation is. Okay, if he's got a knife in the other hand. Because if he's got a knife in the other hand and I go for an arm break, he's just caught my femoral there, so I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay? So you need to think about that. Off you go and play for now.
I left that there. Because I anticipated the big time.
So he's coming in to do a head punch. I'm coming in this position. Okay, I'm going to drop down and I'm throwing in that position. Okay, so all I'm doing is that. Okay, look at how I'm sitting. Yeah, because then I can step right up again. Most important thing as he comes in, this is an uppercut. Just going up into his gut, which does what to him? Brings him already forward. So when I drop, I'm pulling this arm through, ripping this over. Okay, I'm stepping out, ripping them back down again. Okay.
No, wrong leg. The other leg is up. One between the legs is one knees up. That's why you can do it. Don't worry.
Coming to hit me. Boom, I'm coming in here. I'm going to grab the leg, okay, from this side position. And all I'm going to do is throw myself down. Throw him over. And I'm in that position. Come up.
The crocodile's smile.
Yeah. Okay, so he's coming in. Whoosh, I'm coming down. That's the first one. Because I might want to go for a throw. But here, I'm going to grab. All I'm going to do is take this leg down and sit on my bottom, and I'm going to pull this arm down. One. I'm up. Into that position. Yes? From here we can pray. We can ribs. Okay, if I wish to, I can roll him over. And I can control the situation. Yes? If he's got a belt on, we can do all those lovely fancy techniques. Normally head grabs, not punches. So he comes in to grab me, boom, juggle him. I'm going to grab his arms. From this position, look what leg he's got forwards. So I'm going to go for the opposite leg. One. Okay, look what happens to his head. What happens to his head? It's coming towards me. One. Head's going down. I'm going to take the round arm back to this position. So what I'm doing is just taking, I'm not trying to sweep his leg. There's a difference.
And if you're breaking your own posture, you need to keep that nice and upright. This isn't a push. We're not just pushing through the joint, we're pushing and rolling. So we're cutting that as if we're going to bringing that, you can think of it as a sword cut from here, cutting that down to get that rotation on the elbow. So here, lock that so they can't move. You're cutting it. What you need to do now is take that same part of the technique we're in here. Once we've thrown our attacker away, what you need to pick an exit, and once you've got rid of him, head for your exit. So you get that in your mind. If you're in a in, lock, keep. If you come around this way, you can see I've got a nice knee to the chest. I've got the arm lock on, that's lovely because we've got that nice open space in the middle. That's a nice break. Well, it is for me, it's not for Clive.
This can restart your heart.
You say no for the heart.
You obviously don't know. This one's called cracking the stone. Like this. Right, one more. One more, or you're all
Why am I coming back?
Thank you.
Straight punch comes in. Here. Controlling the arm. Elbow to the chest. We're taking that balance. Stepping in. Heel down. And again, we're going to make sure our alignment, oh look, my feet are going that way, but my hips are going that way. So all I'm going to do is straighten my hips to my feet. And I have much
nicer to fall out of that one.
Much nicer to fall out of than the last one. There is one more after this, but we'll see where we go with this one first. Right, so here, closing, using the elbow. Second hand on to take control. Step through. Again, heels, balls of feet. I want my balls of feet between his. Heel down. Happy? Everyone needs to again. Step in here. Once we've got this position, all we're going to do is on this side, step back. I did that very nice and slow.
Did this time? Yeah.
Is it hard one?
I think I can do it smooth. So can you try and do it smooth?
Right, all the way up here. And then try to really try to your hit against a break in his balance. So that is just to stop him. I'll try and trap the feet and stop him from stepping over. As soon as you're there, turning your hips like we've been doing all week. So it's a bit here and throw away. That turn starts to break your balance. So the point of the step in is to get his balance, especially if you're already there. Stop people stepping over, and which we're going to force to just steady. It's just